Hey everyone, it's DJ Bass here, and I'm going to do a little video here about the Bose F1 sound system. First off, a little disclaimer, I have not heard the sound system. In fact, it's not even on the market yet. But I would like to just bring up a few points and open up some discussion in the comments section below to see what you all think and kind of get some good discussion going on here. Also, we can keep the discussion going once the unit is on the market and we have some people who are actually using it, and we can kind of go through and see if some of our thoughts, some of our theories will be debunked or not. It'll be kind of an interesting way of going about the discussion. So first off, I'm thinking a couple thoughts here, and I'd like to share them with you, and you can tell me what you think below. I think right off the bat what struck me about the system is as it's put onto the speaker stand that is provided and rose up above the subwoofer, it seems like it's just a little bit too low. It seems like they should have had it be a little higher to get the sound up over the crowd. Now one could argue that you could tilt up the line array, but by tilting it up, the only thing you're going to do, in my opinion, or my thought process, is you're going to probably just end up shooting sound at the ceiling, not getting it over the crowd, and you're going to probably end up with just a bit more reverb than before. Next up, I think that the overall size of the subwoofer and size of the unit itself may lend it to being a little bit tippy if someone were to push on it or run into it. The platform, or should I say, the overall size of the bottom of the bass unit doesn't seem very big, especially for the weight. We have basically the same weight on the bottom as on the top, and and at the height it is. And the size, it just doesn't seem like it'd be very sturdy or stable. So my next point is basically the frequency response of the two systems that were, of two different subwoofers that I'm thinking of, just to compare the two, would be the B2 and the new F1 subwoofer. The B2, if you look at the frequency response in the specifications, actually goes a little bit deeper than the F1's subwoofer. I could see this as being a bit of an issue. As I see it, the B2 only goes down to 40 Hertz, and the F1 doesn't quite go that low. It goes lower, but not on a negative 10 dB slope. I could be wrong about this, but this is just what I've read in the specifications, that you have a solid 40 Hertz on the B2 and you don't have a solid 40 Hertz for the frequency response to go all the way down to 40 Hertz is what I mean on the new F1 system. So that could be a bit of a concern. You'd have louder bass because it's 1,000 watts, but it wouldn't be quite as deep. Next up, I think it's kind of interesting that Bose made this system, because they've been talking to us for a total of over 10 years about how the new approach, having the L1s behind you, is the better way to do things. And here they are making a portable sound system to go in front of the band, which would mean back to the monitors. Now personally, I have used the L1 system for front of house and have used monitors for almost 5 years now, and I've done it with great success. And so I know the power of the L1 system as being used as front of house is just amazing. Also, as being used as a DJ unit, which is basically front of house, also amazing. So I don't know what the real benefit will be of this system. I know there's more watts, but I also know it's not a line array, a full line array like the L1. So I'm really kind of skeptical that this system will be better than, say, the Model 2. If you would have two Model 2s and you were using them properly, would say, we'll just say 4 B1 or 4 B2s, versus this system with the 2 subs and the 2 tops. I'd really like to see basically a versus battle to see the coverage and the volume. I think the initial volume would definitely be louder with the F1 system right up close, but I'm pretty convinced that as you walk farther and farther away, the L1 Model 2 system would shine. So just a few thoughts for you, some things I've been thinking about, rattling around in my head, and just kind of wanted to get them off my chest and see what you all thought. There's, like I said, not very many videos on this unit. It hasn't even hit the shelves yet, hasn't even shipped yet. The F1 system is still a bit of a mystery. As they unveiled it and kind of rolled it out, I've heard a lot of negativity and also a lot of people who are excited about it as well. So just like to open up the floor for any comments down below, and let's get a good discussion going. Let me know what your thoughts are, and let's hear the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between as the system is rolled out and people are using it. I want to hear it all.